everybody, this is Victor Rallo Jr. and I'm on a rampage about sustainable foods. Sustainable foods are defined as, I have my notes here because sometimes I screwed up and it's very important that I tell you exactly how I would define this, and I think this is a great definition. Sustainable foods is a way of raising food that is healthy for consumers and animals, does not harm the environment, is humane for workers, supports and enhances rural community, provides a fair wage to the farmer, and provides that food sources will be abundant in the future for our generations, for our kids. That's what it's all about. Good food on the table that's fresh. And what does that mean? Here, beefsteak tomatoes. They're coming in, we're in New Jersey, they're coming in from South Carolina right now, Florida. In the next 2 weeks, they'll be from South Jersey and then to New Jersey, the best tomato in the world. Why would you use a tomato that's gassed? Gassed tomatoes have a huge impact on the environment. Vine ripe tomatoes are always out there. The answer is because they're cheaper. Everybody's looking to save $1. Okay, I know the economy's bad, but when it comes to what you put in your belly, make sure it's good for your kids, for your children, for your grandkids, and for me, for my customers. Use the right tomatoes. Right now, asparagus are in season in New Jersey. The lettuces are starting to pop. Peaches will be here in a few weeks. Cantaloupe, zucchinis, zucchini flowers. Use local produce. Go to the green markets. There's one right here in Red Bank. There's a beautiful one in New York on the weekends. See your local farmer, those stands. They could use your help, and you're eating better because there's no pesticides, there's no junk in the produce, and you can assure that it's grown in the right conditions. Let's go to fish. Did you know that 85% of all fish in America, fish markets and restaurants, is farm raised? From where, you might ask? India and China. What do you think they feed them over there? The largest population in the world. You think they're feeding them good stuff? I don't think so. You take the challenge. Get a line-caught fish from a reputable purveyor. Put it up against a farm fish, blows it away every single time. Sustainable fish. This is a giant halibut from the flounder family. Look at this fish. We get them in so we can see the flesh, so you can feel it, so you can look in the cavity of the fish. You smell it, you touch it. Your fish, your hands smell like the sea. They don't smell like fish because this came out of the sea. It didn't come out of some fish farm. Look at these salmon. Beautiful salmon. Look at the eye of the salmon. Super clear. That's your first check. Check the eye of the salmon. Look at the gills. Okay? And then you can open the cavity of the fish and you smell it. It's fresh. It smells like the sea. If it stinks, give it back. Don't use it. Okay? Go out there, ask. If you go to a restaurant and they give you a menu, it says wild, organic, fresh, line caught, whatever, ask them where, ask them when, ask them how. Because they should be able to answer those questions. Look at these scallops from Maine. Look at these. Day boat diver scallops. Most scallop boats go out for 2 weeks at a time. They come back, they freeze the scallops. Okay, are they as good? No. Look at these scallops, they're beautiful. I mean, a scallop like this, the nectar of the sea, you can eat it raw. So, when you're looking for sustainable foods, when you get my newsletters, when you see my recipes, if at all possible, and it's not possible all the time, buy from your local farm. Buy from a reputable purveyor. Buy meats that are raised on a local farm. Buy chickens that are raised on a local farm. Yes, it's hard to do, but it'll make an impact on you and your family. If we ask ourselves, over the last 30 years, what has changed? The only thing that I can see that has changed among our youth is they get sick more often, more cancer, more ADD, every kind of disease possible. Why? Because of two reasons and two reasons only. One, processed foods. Kids are hooked on processed foods. Don't let them eat processed foods. Bring home fresh food for your kids, your friends, and your family. And number two, pull the computer out of their hand, pull the cell phone out of their hand, pull the Game Boy, because some of those gamma rays and mega waves and all that stuff that comes out of there has to be hurting our kids. Let them go outside and have a good old kickball game. They'll be much better off. There's a time and place for everything, I know, and I have my opinions, but believe me, it works. Try it. Sustainable foods for your family, they'll be much healthier, they'll act better, they'll give you a big hug, and they'll say, Mom, Dad, when are you cooking again? Because they're going to really love what you do. Remember, only sustainable foods from your fresh and local markets, reputable purveyors. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, hit our blog, hit our Facebook, come online, I'll answer your questions. Love to hear from you. Thank you, and see you again real soon.